Last week I played what I thought would be one of my last EU4 campaigns, at least for the next couple of months. We were supposed to play Viet, one of the only countries that I've never gotten to play in EU4, and the goal was simple. Start as Viet, take over Indochina, take over all of China, and take the Mandate of Heaven. Now, we did take over the Mandate of Heaven, and we've conquered most of Indochina and China, but somehow we ended up with this. The fact that I don't play EU4 that often really shows. But of course, as you can see, we're back because, well, job's not finished. I underestimated the difficulty of having zero mandate, and I'm not about to give up. And you guys wanted to see a part 2, and I wanted to play a part 2. So here we are back as Viet in Europa Universalis 4 to finish what we started. But first, we gotta fix this mess. Alright, here we are back as Vietnam, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we changed our name from Viet, and like I just explained in the intro, this is the situation we found ourselves in, man. Yeah, like I said, man, the goal was to conquer Indochina and these three regions right here. We are the Emperor of China. We do hold the mandate. Right now, it's tanking massively, mainly due to devastation, because we just got out of a super long war versus Xi right here. We didn't really even take anything, and we're absolutely getting blasted by rebels. So money isn't an issue. That's a good thing. So we need to pick up a lot of merc companies and deal with all of these rebels and be patient enough, wait for the mandate to grow, and then finally take on Xi, which is pretty powerful, Shun, which is pretty powerful, and the later Jin, which is really powerful. Yeah. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. So yeah, man, let's just loan up right here, get some more companies up, and beat these guys' ass. Is this my actual army? God, that's my actual army, dude. Yeah, not looking too good. I'm also gonna pick up court ideas here. Alright, well, rebels have been cleaned up, got rid of a few merc companies, and we're making money. Now it's just, yeah, we gotta maybe dev a little bit to get rid of devastation so our mandates start sticking up. Yeah, man, this stuff with Xi was brutal, dude. Yeah, check out last episode if you haven't, man. But it was such a painful war, and we only ended up taking like 2 or 3 provinces. It was ass. What else can I state up? Yeah, sure. Also, I don't know if you guys remember, but Ayutthaya is our vassal. Aside from that, this is where we're at with the gov reforms. You know, some of these we do have to take for our missions. Have completed quite a few missions. You know, Viet ideas, man, they're really powerful militarily and expansion focused. So, yeah, aside from the pain and suffering due to us holding the mandate, which, like I said many times last video, hasn't really been that difficult whenever I played any of these Chinese releasables, is really what's bringing us down here, man. Yeah, still got 10 loans. I think I gotta pay off 1 more to not have that modifier, but then there's another one with 5 loans. So yeah, devastation is going down. Let's take a look at it. It's this one right here. Yeah, this is ass, dude. How quick does it decrease? Where even was that? Really what I gotta do is actually put down some forts over here. Yeah, rebel situation is definitely under control. Building up some castles now as well to help with some devastation. Yeah, once again, man, like I said, it's just a waiting game. I also have Tungning and Ayutthaya as vassals, so I'm hoping to improve with them, make them loyal, and annex them, because once we annex Ayutthaya, we'll actually own all of Indochina, which is actually one of the 4 regions we need to own, and we do not have any of the 4 completely under our control. Yeah, EU4, man, feels good to play it again. You know, you guys like it, I like it as well, and yeah, you know, we're, like I said last video, we're probably gonna do some more EU4 content, not that often, right? But you know, maybe 1 video a month, something like that. So, you know, let me know what's something you'd like to see in EU4 that we haven't done, even though we've done almost anything. I was thinking, you know, start off as a colonizer guy like Portugal or whatever, and play some of the pirate republics in the Caribbean. We might have done that. I don't remember, but if we did, it's been so long ago. So let me know what you think about that. Oh, what the frick now, dude? Mamluks are actually supporting Ayutthaya independence. Why? What do you have to do with this? Oh, first look at Europe. Interesting. All right, well, finally mandate gain. I got 2 stab events and then stabbed up to 3. I know I stabbed up on the most expensive one, but it is what it is. So, yeah, we're gaining mandate. Rebels still under control, but we just gotta wait so long to actually, you know, get up above 50. Here's hoping for events. They do happen. It's like gain or lose mandate or meritocracy. It's like 5 or 10 or whatever, but Yeah, let's hope for events. Did get an event for 5 mandate, and the Age of Absolutism just rolled around. I'm just rushing to complete frickin' court, man, because we got Imperial Authority and, sorry, not Imperial Authority, Meritocracy and Mandate growth over here, which would be very nice. But yeah, up to 6 right now. Yep, we only have these. Well, you know, you can't lock in a tooltip, but everything from basically that right there to here is all the effects that we're getting. Not very nice, is it? Frick. What a horrible event, dude. So we can lose 10 mandate and fight 1,000,000 peasants, or gain 5 mandate, lose 1,000,000 ducats, and still fight some peasants. That's like, that's quite a lot of loans, man. Damn. Maybe we can pay them off with the burger loans, though. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we can pay them off with burger loans. Actually, yeah, we can. Okay, well, that's a bit better. At least the interest doesn't frick us, but yeah, now we got more than 10 again. But yeah, for those of you that stopped playing EU4, man, what's the last game you played? Do you guys remember? And for those of you still playing, what's the first game you ever played? Does anyone remember? I don't remember my first ever EU4 game. I don't know which country I played. All right, since we got manpower, I got rid of the mercs to make some more money. There we go. All right, that's a wrap on court. That'll help with mandate a bit. What's the policy here? Infantry cost. Yeah, we'll take that one. It's free anyway. And over here, we're going to embrace the economic theory. Going to help with the loans now. Now, this is interesting. Shun is actually offering me an alliance, which could be a good idea. We could use their help to go through Xi. Not that we'll need it when we have a lot of mandate, but still, if we want to hit Xi at like 60 mandate, it would be a good idea. Go through Xi, hit Yan, and use Shun help to fight later Jin, and beat up Shun last. You know what? That's an offer I'm gonna accept. Let's curry favors. Okay, so we actually do need a lot of favors with Shun, because they're actually allied to Xi. So I can't use their help versus Xi, but what I can do is make them, end alliance when I have like 50 favors, right? Yeah, that. And yeah, built up a second army, by the way. Alright, so we're above 50 mandate. I got more than 50 favors with Shun to make them break the alliance with Xi. The only problem is these guys are a Miltech ahead of me, and I don't know how much does Miltech 18 influence leather cannon, could more combat with, more flank. I think I do want to catch up. Now what I'm gonna do is actually, even though I'm below 55 loans, I'm actually gonna take new loans, just so we can embrace this and I can get Miltech 18, and then I think we hit Xi. I think I probably even put down a 4th army, actually. Okay, 4th army's down. Just need to get a general. Actually, let's give our air mill command, why not? And picked up offensive. Yeah, we can make these guys break the alliance now. Cool. Alright, well, we're kind of ready to declare. 74 mandate is pretty good, man. The only thing I'm concerned about here actually is Korea. Because even though I outnumber these guys pretty heavily, Korea has 100k and their troops are like really powerful. They are going to come in pretty quickly. Well, Russia's fighting the later Jin. And she has a bunch of level 4 forts that we're going to have to bomb. And of course, this isn't EU5. We can't just pay Korea to leave after a year. We're either going to have to bog them down quite a lot, and after a couple of years, white peace them. But yeah, if I hit Korea one-on-one, like 54k versus 54k, I lose every time. So I could alternatively wait for these guys' truce to expire for 4 more years. Yeah, I know we really haven't been doing anything, and we're just, you know, chilling real hard, but I think I'm gonna wait. Honestly, might as well do it right, because Xi is, I don't know if they're full annexable, but at least they're, you know, free. Okay, well, waiting for the truce to expire was useless because these guys don't actually want to come in. And by waiting, I actually made them, once again, have Miltech above me. What does 19 bring in? Asian Musketeer and Tactics. Yeah, that's powerful, dude. Okay, picked up a boost office or core right here. I think we gotta go in, man. Yeah, frick it. There's Unified China. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna have to be bombing a lot of forts right here. Where's their capital? That's their capital. Gonna go in with the big stack. Actually, no, I'm gonna pull these guys down here because once Korea comes in, we're gonna be in trouble. Yeah, told you guys. Gotta pull back. Gotta pull back. Yeah, Korea, man. Korea is the... Ooh, just got a 665 air. Nice. Okay, just lost a battle over here, and we're out of manpower because I've been stacking everything together just so we can beat Korea. But good news. the frick out of here, bro. White peace. And the good thing is I can re-ally these guys and then make them break the alliance for the next war because I did actually ally Korea. This war is still annoying as hell, man. One army got destroyed, but yeah, I'm pushing them back over here, sieging Baoding, which is the capital of Yan. Hopefully I can annex these guys. Pretty cool place. Last time I was here, I got these, which are, you know, Baoding balls. You know, I can't show them like this, but basically what you do is this, you know. So yeah, let's hope we can wipe these guys out too, man. Shun even sent condottieri, which they're helping out a little bit. Over here though, we're gonna go with 6 books. Okay, so now that we've actually beaten these guys, I can go and take care of these pretenders that I've had, but I do want to siege down Beijing because I do want to separate piece these guys and, well, I guess take just Beijing. Okay, Beijing siege down. I am gonna nab it in that separate piece. I know it's like 50 aggressive expansion, but we don't really get any aggressive expansion. Cool, we'll no longer drop mandate. Let's take these first because, you know, we want to get connected. And yeah, dude, even though all of this is technically free because it's all our cores instantly, it still takes so much to do these, you know? Yeah, let's, I'll try and re-ally Korea. Great, now I got unguarded nomadic frontier because I border the later Jin. How fast does it tick? It actually ticks pretty fast. Shoot. We don't got the manpower for this, man. Actually, with the help of Shun. Yeah. I do need these 3 right here. That'll create a truce. Maybe we'll be able to tributary them as well. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, actually, Russia's fighting later Jin now. Let me just move this snack up here so I can stand on these 3 immediately. And Korea and Shun are willing to help, so let's go in. Okay, there we go. I thought these guys were gonna be our endgame boss, but no. There we go. We've declared. I just need to stand on these 3 just so I get cores, and obviously so, you know, someone else doesn't siege them down and not give them to me. Okay, this is the only thing I want from later Jin. They will be chopped down by Russia, so I am gonna peace out. You know, I don't mean to make Korea stronger here, but I don't want any other land, so I might as well give them this stuff, right? If we can. We can't. They don't care. Okay, frick it. There we go. Okay, so we've taken some stuff in North China. This little border right here is secure. Hopefully we won't get the disaster. Okay, now let's go back home, consolidate, and I think, man, we gotta wait for this mega truce with Xi to expire. Okay, I finally placated these guys, even with support independence, man. So, Tong Ning. Yeah, let's just improve with these guys a bit and then annex them. Alright, Tong Ning's been annexed, which is excellent. Now we just got Ayutthaya. I've already started on them as well. Really, I guess it all works out when you're patient and not rushing it like I was last time. Yeah, that was our whole problem, dude. Ah, look. So now Xi is back with Shun. And I actually can't make both of these guys break those alliances because you can do it like once every 10 years. But I'd rather do it with Korea. Yeah, I'd rather do it with Korea. I'm gonna do it... My truce expires in 63, so I'm gonna do it in like 59, something like that. So they might actually come in to help. Yeah, I'd rather fight Shun and Xi than Korea and Xi. Obviously, man, if you guys don't know, whenever we use the Unified China CB and we siege down a province that's in China, we get cores on it, right? So that's why I've had cores on all of these things all this time, because I have already sieged them, whereas I don't have any on Shun, because I've never fought them, right? But everything we got claims on right here, we do want to take. We actually have to fight Karadel as well, but they're a Shun tributary. I completely forgot about the whole big guys go towards you thing in EU4. Whatever. When do you see the Ottomans get to India? They don't do it that much. They don't really push into Persia, do they? But they're heading towards me because I'm playing here. You guys should be fighting Hungary or someone, bro. Look, they've never even fought this Venice that still holds land here. By the way, we are in the age of absolutism. I guess it... I was gonna say kinda matters that we have a little bit, but we have a maximum of 3. Yeah. I can take away stuff from these guys. It's not like they're not loyal. And let's get rid of that. And that. We'll get rid of that. That. That's not that bad. We're still chilling. Gonna get rid of this automatically once we annex Ayutthaya. Oh, 23. Hey, that is better than 3. Rapid offensive as well. Don't care about any of that. Obviously, dude, we're not passing any like celestial reforms. We want to stay stacked at 100 mandate at all times. Frick everything else. Okay, Ayutthaya has been annexed. Let me see if I can do any tributaries here. No. Well, Bengal would accept, but frick Bengal. Okay, built up a third full stack right here, just missing one more guy. Maybe he's from Fuzhou. It is 59. Let's make Korea... Yeah, break the alliance with Xi. Okay, so I'm actually getting Unguarded Nomad Frontier again, but Shun in Korea just declared on them, so that's good. Thanks, boys. Okay, well, truce with Xi is up. If I belligerent Yan... Yeah, okay, I'm not. There we go. Okay, we're gonna fight Shun now, but it's okay. I got a third full stack up as well, so we're chilling. Alright, well, we crushed these guys easily. Let's hope we can full annex them, dude. Yes, we can. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Wrapped it up with those guys, and not gonna re-ally Shun. Instead, what I'm probably gonna do is, whenever I can, make Korea break that alliance too, which is actually gonna be in only 2 years. Okay, and I did just white beast them, so perfect. Yeah. Shun is pretty big. We'll probably do 2 wars with them. Doing a little construction now that we're stable, you know, just spamming up some manufacturers since we do got like really good ones to build. I wonder, should we move our capital to Beijing? It'll be better for trade. Sure. And, you know, so far, definitely a lot more relaxed than last time. You know, I mean, obviously, the first time we were just starting off as Daviet, man. Once again, check that episode out if you haven't already. But in the expansion here, pushing hard, then getting the mandate, getting bogged down into it. But now, it's super straightforward, right? We had the lots of chilling in, lots of recovering, which was definitely very painful for me. You guys only probably saw like 1 minute of it, but I sat there for an hour. So, yeah, we're just chilling, man, straightforward, building up the armies. Truce with Shun is about to expire in a year. In a couple of months, we'll be able to make Korea break alliance again. And yeah, pretty straightforward, man. We'll push into Shun, probably 2 wars with these guys. Karadel is a vassal of Shun, so we can actually take that province now as well. These guys are doing this right now, which means they're kind of busy over here too, which is nice. And then I guess we'll finally wrap it up by hitting Yan right here. And of course in that we're gonna have to fight later Jin, which now sucks, and Korea too, unless I make them break that alliance too. You know, everyone here is just, yeah, that's what's gotten us bogged down a little bit. But right now, man, it's pretty straightforward. Manufactory time. The good thing about Shun too is that their capital is only a level 1 fort, and they definitely weren't as forted up as she was. Okay, truce with Shun is up. Yeah, okay, everything pretty standard right there. Break alliance with Shun. Hell yeah. At this point, we can do another idea group. I'm gonna go economic, honestly. All right, let's get into it, man. Yeah, their armies are gonna be over here because they're busy with Chagatai. We do got a royal marriage. It'll make us lose stab, but it is what it is. Okay, there we go. There's the declaration. Got some cores on them from the stuff that I sieged down earlier. And yeah, even if they do come in, man, their army isn't big at all. And yeah, we really only want to take everything that I got a core and claim on. Everything we got a claim on, we'll also get a core on as soon as we siege it. And obviously, I'm bombing all of these level 6 forts, dude. No worry, I'm gonna be standing around on all of them. Oh my god, radical reforms? Really? We never got it at the start, huh? Yeah, we never did. Okay, I'm actually gonna hire these guys back as I always do. There we go. Except you lose meritocracy on this one. But, I guess when you're playing as the Emperor of China, but it's fine. Still no sight of the, Shun army. However, they are getting occupied by other assholes up north, so we gotta hurry up with sieging down the claims. You know, maybe we should have debbed that gold mine last time. There we go, up to 10. Perfect. Making a little bit of money from gold as well. I don't know if I'm making more or less from trade after I move the capital to Beijing, but, it's whatever. Or maybe we should have kept it in, freaking Dongqing, you know, for roleplay stuff, because it is 46 dev. Probably our most depth province. Let's see. Yeah. Well, Beijing is the second one, so it's Well, I actually got a claim on the, a core on the Karadel one as well, even though it's not owned by Shun, which you usually don't. I guess because they're their vassal? Okay, so just taking a look at it now, we actually can't take everything we want from Shun. In that case, yeah, I'll just call it right now. I mean, we need to fight them again anyway. Does it matter if I take everything or not? Yeah, it's not enough war score or whatever. I probably could do it with absolutism, honestly, but shoot, we do have a max of 36. What is it? Okay, so it's that one and that one. We're at 99 right now. That one's 9 and that was 9. Yeah, we need like 18 more, which that probably isn't gonna give it to us. You know what? I got nothing to lose, especially with these guys, with Mill. So, yeah, that's as far as I could bring it now, I guess. That does enable me to... Oh! Good thing I did that. Good thing I did that. Okay, well, in that case, let's continue. Shun did win. Yeah, they took stuff over here. Still no sign of the Shun army, by the way. They are getting peasants, though. And actually, I guess we're not even gonna see their army, even though they do have it, because they are willing to accept. And that is all that we want from Shun. And 85.4 ducats, too. Perfect. Okay, I like that quite a lot. Let's actually examine the missions right now. We still got to full core everything because a lot of it was already stated. Let's take a look at the missions. What haven't I done, man? So yeah, that's the culture conversion one, which we can't do because we can't really convert religion. Japanese relations. Purchase Western arms, the Imperial Citadel Hue, owned by Vietnam, Dev 30. Really? How did I never notice that? Where is it? It's down here. Yeah, it is. It's at 15 dev. Not wasting points for that. Frick it. Okay, let's just chill, man. We do need to farm up quite a lot of admin points. A good thing I'm actually, I'm not even focusing, but that's okay. To finish coring, not really coring, but full coring, full stating these. While we're doing that, I might as well do it to these two states as well, because why not? And we literally only have 2 more things to take right here. The thing is, this could have been included in the last video, man. I could have done all of this last time. I just ran out of time in real life, which is the thing. But now I'm realizing it wouldn't have taken that long. Yeah, I just wish I had more time. It could have been one video, but frickin', you guys got another EU4 video out of it, and I got to play EU4 again. Even though it's the same campaign. Farmed up quite a lot of cash during this war, I guess. Yes, give me the manufactories, baby. How much money are we making? We're not really making that much money, are we? I don't know. I forgot what's like the normal amount to make in EU4. You know, Yan is offering me an alliance offer. If you don't want to get vassalized, bro, sorry. I'm gonna beat your ass. We're actually doing tall China, folks. We're actually doing tall China. Let's, yeah, I just keep maxing out on points since we're not really doing anything with Diplo. Might as well use them for dev, right? So prosperous down south. I love it. Yeah, ever since we actually got a handle on the rebels, there hasn't been any rebels. There we go. So I did manufactories in all of the provinces that gave me a lot of ducats. Let's just now go by the high-value trade goods, which I still happen to remember despite being semi-retired from U4. And I guess that's it? What? Really? Churches, perhaps? Yeah, let's do them in all. They give me more than 20. What was these? Plus 15? Yeah. And then I guess I can spam up some town halls. Not that we need help with GovCap, but town halls also. Yeah, reduce the cost or whatever, which is this cost, I think. Which is not that much. Okay, finally, like, full stated everything. Can we reduce autonomy anywhere? You know, like 5 provinces we took from Ayutthaya. Yeah, chillin'. I've even accepted a lot of cultures. Not all of them are, you know, Chinese. Let's do Siamese, too. Why not? That's the one we took from Ayutthaya. It is fairly, chill. Another gov reform time, which is, absolutism. Now, normally over here, you go with l'état c'est moi, but the truth is, we don't need the gov cap, obviously. We'll reduce it right now with the buildings that we're building. We don't need the CCR, because we don't actually core anything. I guess we full state it, technically. And we don't need minimum autonomy in territories, because we don't got territories. Hostile policies, tolerance of the true faith. Yeah, I'll take divine rights, which I think, probably never have. Yeah. First time for everything. I'll also do some great projects. Why not, right? I realized we never actually started our golden era, so why not? Finally starting to look like a proper country, man. You know, building up the great projects right here. As you can see, we can do the Grand Palace of Bangkok. We can do the Suzhou Grand Canal. We can do the Angkor Wat. We can actually do more. We can do the Hangzhou Grand Canal. We can do the Xinjiang Grand Canal, perfect. Building up lightship fleets, so protecting trade in Siam, Canton, Hangzhou. Building up another one for Beijing. Yeah, putting the buildings down. Centers of trade can be upgraded. We're doing that too. Boom, level 2, there it is. Boom, level 2, there it is. Level 2, Chongqing. That's what's up. Laizhou. Xi'an. Perfect. And how are we looking on the great powers list, I wonder? Okay, let's actually examine the rest of the world that we can see. Pretty standard right here. That's a decently big Kilwa. Russia bigger than they usually are in this region, but it's alright. Austria, I guess, got Burgundy. France has been wiped out. Yeah, something you'll never see in EU5. Sweden is, it's just the balls right now. Well, actually, no, this is the... Whatever. Naples is still alive. Interesting, yeah. And apparently Lithuania entered the HRE, and this is now the HRE? Yep. Someone from here definitely has everything in common from someone with someone from here. Built up a 4th army. Now we got all of them boys drilling. We can also take these guys, protect trade, Beijing. You know, it's such a normal thing now, but automatic assignment of like admirals and generals, you know, if you're not min-maxing crown power and stuff like that in EU5 is just so helpful. Upgrading some centers of trade to level 3. That's also a wrap on economic. Let's see if we got any good-ass policies over here. I'll take the discipline, honestly. We can remove that one. It's kind of useless. I'll pick up the artillery combat and add the trade efficiency one. And then over here, production efficiency, trade efficiency, production efficiency. I'll add these two, the money-making ones. Oh, there was an event to move the capital. Or no, I guess it only happens when it's already in Beijing. Built up a 5th army. We can only have 5 full stacks, which is what I'm going for off of combat with right here, without going over force limits. So, yeah, we can't build up a 6th full stack. Well, we've officially gotten rid of all devastation. Not everything is prosperous, but you get the point. You know what, man? Since we're chilling so much, I've actually been stupid. We actually should have been doing some celestial reforms, huh? Okay, let's actually find a good one and do it. So, meritocracy and advisors, trade efficiency and a diplomat, autonomy change, accept the emperor, blah, 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 CCR. I don't know if these are really that good. This one, what is this one? A merchant. Don't need another merchant, but... frick it, I'll do it. Oh, 1 stability and... Wait, I thought it cost 50 mandate. Well, no, I'm not doing them then. I'm actually doing a little bit of culture converting here on some non-accepted stuff. It's really not that much. Okay, so we've actually been chilling so long and focusing, you know, on the whole economic and the, you know, playing tall aspect of our country that I completely forgot that we're supposed to fight Yan. That's right. How could I forget? The only reason I was reminded, I actually lost the core on this province over here, which means it's been so long since we actually got the core that we lost it. And obviously this one is going to expire in... what, like 50 years? I guess they stay in for around 100 years. I don't know how long they keep, but yeah. Okay, so we're definitely going to be fighting Yan. I just want to do one more check here if we can get some other tributaries. So we can yeah, excellent. We can make Kam a tributary, and as soon as that diplomat is back, we can make Shun a tributary. Glad you still like me, buddy. Perfect, that's nice. Yeah, 3 tributaries. Now we're a real mandate of Heavener. I actually don't want to build up great projects for them, frick them. And now we need to hit Yan. So, later Jin is gonna come in. They're not really that powerful. Obviously, Korea could come in too. By now, I'm obviously gonna crush Korea. It's, we're way more powerful. But, these guys have actually helped me out quite a lot this campaign. So, you know, I'm gonna cut them some slack. Korea, I don't want to kick your ass, buddy. This alliance that I secured with them, and me making them break their other alliances, really helped out. So, well, basically by not fighting them. So let's just make them break their alliance with Yan. And there we go. They're no longer allied. We can officially hit these guys. Okay. Well, these armies have been drilling for so long, preparing for our great final war. So let's bring everyone up north and kick some ass. Man, I really should try Ming in EU5. Yeah, I want to see what it's like to play a China that actually works, you know, because if you try Yuan, you're not going to have a very good time. But our entire army is up north, ladies and gentlemen, so it is time to declare our final war versus Yan right here. Obviously, we're going to continue using the best CB in the game, Unified China. Not only do we get all of these modifiers, but we get cores on everything we siege in China. That's why it has to be limited. I wonder if there's an exploit to... There probably isn't, right? Because it's like region-based. I wonder if you can like somehow keep unified China on the entire world. That would be nutty, dude. But yeah, even though we have reconquest, nationalism, and imperialism, we're still gonna go ahead and use this. So there we go. There's our declaration. This is gonna be a very quick one, ladies and gentlemen, because they only have one level 1 fort. Really, we're gonna get more bogged down with later Jin right here. But in fact, they only have 1 fort too. You know what? I know this war is pretty much done already, but since it is our final one, you know, I'm just gonna let this play out for you guys to see, you know, how I do EU4 in real time, very, very inefficiently, because there's a way better way to do this. Instead of just spamming speed 5 and, you know, manually sieging every province, we could set these guys on auto siege, you know, but nah, that's just how I do it. And yeah, what speed do you guys play on, man? Both, you know, EU4, I guess, and maybe EU5 too. I've always been a speed 5 maxer. I don't remember. In fact, I do remember the last time I played slowly. It was when I used to stream, dude. I know I did some more chill campaigns on like speed 4, but that's just, you know, just to chill and interact with the stream and stuff like that. But yeah, there we go. We have 100% of these guys. Let's peace out the later gen. War reps, can't make them a, can I make them a tribute? No, I can't. Okay, war reps transfer trade power, all of their money. Later gen is out. Let's take these guys, send them to Beijing. Take these guys, send them to Nanjing. Take these guys, send them to Canton. Take these guys, send them to Chengdu. And then take the last guys, send them to Xi'an. And now that our diplomat is back, we can officially go ahead and peace out Yan. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, as Dai Viet, and later becoming Vietnam, we've officially accomplished all of our goals for this campaign, which were to conquer all of Indochina, check, double check, all of South China, Funan, and North China, and become the Emperor of China. Yes! Oh, the tables have turned. And there we go, folks. Now that we've accomplished all of our goals, it is 1699. I feel like this is a pretty good place to wrap it up. You know, like I said earlier in the video, man, this could have been done, you know, as one video instead of two, but, you know, the thing that really got me is I didn't have that much time in real life to continue playing this, because even though this is a slightly shorter video than usual, it's only like probably 30-something minutes, it did take me a lot of time in real life to get through this, so unfortunately I didn't have time, but like I said, man, you guys enjoy U4, so do I, and you guys got another video out of it. But yeah, as Vietnam, man, we ended up number 4 on the Great Powers list. I can't believe Austria and Spain and the Ottomans are above us, and we own all of China, but fine. I didn't expect Austria to be above us, but it is what it is. Making a frick ton of money, you know, ahead of time in every single tech. Did all of these idea groups right here. Played pretty far, actually. Completed a lot of this mission tree. Obviously, we can't form anyone as Vietnam unless we counter shift and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe they're even, you know, an endgame nation or whatever. But super fun campaign, man. Like I said many times throughout these past 3 EU4 videos, you know, the one with Congo and these 2 with Vietnam. Congo and Vietnam were the only nations that I always wanted to play but never got to. Even though they have unique ideas, they're still not on that list that I used to follow for A to Z, the national ideas list on the EU4 wiki, because you know, even though they got, you know, Dai Viet ideas and Congo has Congo ideas, there are these other vassals and releasable nations from Congo and Dai Viet that also get the same ideas, which is why they're not on the list. But then again, some other countries that do share national ideas, like Adal in Yemen or whoever it was, or Aden in Yemen, those guys are on the Great Powers list. So whoever makes that list doesn't make sense, but that's the list I followed, and that is the reason I've never played these guys, both Dai Viet and Congo. So yeah, these were really the only other 2 nations, the only 2 nations that I ever wanted to play that I never got to, man. Like I've said many times as well, I'm probably the guy that's played the most countries in EU4 out of every single person on the planet. You know, we could, like I said, there are going to be EU4 videos throughout the rest of the year. They're not going to be that common, probably once a month, less than once a month, once every 2 months or something like that. But let me know what you guys want to see. Maybe I can, you know, take a look at countries I haven't formed, and, you know, find a fun one and we can try and form it. Or we could, you know, do the pirates thing, like I said, if we haven't done that. Or maybe we could do, I don't know, a random new world colonial nation. We could try forming Mexico or something like that, right? There are lots of fun things that we can do that are outside of the norm. But, you know, don't expect EU4 videos too often, even though you are gonna see them. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good place to wrap it up, man. If you enjoyed this video and if you want to see more EU4 stuff, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like because it really does help out a lot, and subscribe for more content like this, whether it's EU4, EU5, or something else. You're always gonna have fun watching, baby. But yeah, pretty nice to get back to EU4. Right now it's, you know, middle of May-ish. Probably gonna do another one middle of June, end of June, something like that. I guess we'll see. But you know, you never know. Could be one coming sooner than you think. Maybe a certain total conversion mod. Maybe the most popular mod for EU4. Who knows? But yeah, that's it for me for now. See you next time.